As I look back on my life, I recognize things that occurred in the life experiences that I had. As a child growing up, I had no memories, with my mother ever giving me a hug or showing me love. I never had a good, strong structure in my life, no family examples that, were healthy. I had no guidance in my life, and I do believe that, because there was no guidance, that isolation occurred growing up, and eventually despair kind of developed in my life. At the age of 14, I had encountered my first experience with the police, and so I was involved with some pretty serious folks, and I was offered the option to go into a drug rehab. So my journey with rehabilitation and drug rehabs began at a very early age. When I became pregnant, it gave me the strength to try to do something more than just myself for this child. And so I became a wife and a mother, and everything was going okay for a little while. But at that point, I was still not equipped with the tools I needed to function as a mature adult. I was married for 6 years, but about the third or fourth year, we started having some problems, and I did not know how to deal with any of life's problems. I had never dealt with anything. I just avoided it at all costs. What eventually happened is I got back on drugs, got pregnant out of wedlock, was trying to go through the divorce, and my whole life started to fall apart. The hardest memories for me that I've never been able to forget is the day that I lost my 2 youngest children to CPS, because I could not function as an adult. I was not mature enough to be the sole provider for my children. As many strides as I made to take care of my children and to handle the stress of being the sole provider, I just couldn't do it. When I became involved with the Center of Hope, it was a place where I could come and start making new memories with people, developing relationships, and I had begun to recognize the need I had to develop some trust in my life, because without trust, I was just stuck. I was unable to move forward and get past the point of being paralyzed with all of this fear, guilt, and shame of the things that I had accomplished so far in life. And I look back now, and the biggest impact in my life was their willingness to get involved with me and to invest their time, their love, their resources into my life, but most importantly, to include me in their lives. I started coming to the classes, and within those classes, I started developing some trust with the people at the Center of Hope as well as the other participants, and it gave me a new focus. After completing some of the classes at the Center of Hope, the Lord blessed me with a job. And so as I began to work, I decided that I wanted to improve the quality of my life, so I decided to go back to school. I don't regret those things, because it's kind of influenced the person I am today, and I believe the woman I'll be tomorrow. I'll be able to be a voice for many people who've made bad choices and mistakes. Being human causes us each to find our own path to maturity, and we all make mistakes, and that's how we gain wisdom and learn.